Good day, grade 7. We are on the second part of our module 3, the absolute value of the number and its representation on a number line.
We are now on the continuation of our lesson of quarter 1, module 3, the absolute value of a number. We are now going to give the absolute value and represent on a number line. We have our number line, and this time we're going to solve some mathematical operations. Then ito yung ating gagawa ng absolute value at i-represent natin siya. To give the absolute value and represent on a number line. We have here the 8 minus 2, or the absolute value of 8 minus 2. What is 8 minus 2? This is 6. So it will become the absolute value of 6. Then we're going to represent this on a number line. Ayan, to find out what is the absolute value of positive 6. We're going to count the numbers from 0, the units rather, from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 6 units. Natural number 6. Next, we have another example. We have the negative absolute value of 2 plus 2. So, kailangan muna natin siyang i-plus, i-add. The 2 plus 2, we know that it is 4. Since meron tayong negative outside of our absolute value sign, you're just going to copy that absolute value sign and let us represent it on a number line. So, we have here the positive 4. The arrow is from 0 to positive 4. We count the units from 0, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then our answer is 4. But since we have the negative outside absolute value, so we copy the negative sign, the final answer is negative 4. And the last one, we have the absolute value of 5 plus negative 10. Ngayon, we have two signed numbers. We have the positive and also the negative. If you encounter this kind of, what we can say, kind of integers or operation, ay since magkaiba sila ng sign, ang gagawin natin, hahanapin natin yung pagkakaiba nila. We have negative 10, 5 plus negative 10, ibig sabihin babawasan natin ang negative 10 ng 5. Malalaman niyo yan as we go to our next lesson, which is the operations on integers. So this time, kunting hint lang sa inyo for your next lesson. So we have 5 plus negative 10, that is equal to negative 5. We're going to represent this negative 5 on our number line. So that's it, the orange one. We're going to count the spaces or the units from 0 to find the absolute value of negative 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it makes 5 as the final answer. That is how we give the absolute value of operations and represent on a number line. Next, this is also a bonus lesson. Ayan, find the value of n. This time, hahanapin natin kung ano yung kapalit ni n. Halimbawa, we have absolute of n equals 6. So, what will be the number na ipapalit natin sa n para ang sagot niya is equal to 6? Again, what number na ang absolute value niya ay equal to 6? And that is positive 6 and negative 6. So, 6, the absolute value of positive 6 is 6. And the absolute value of negative 6 is also 6. Another example. We have the absolute value of n less than or equal to 10. So we have here a new symbol less than, and equal. So, pinagsama si less than and equal. Ibig sabihin, mas maliit at pareho sa 10. Ano yung number na pwede nating isulat o ipalit sa n to make it less than or equal to 10? We have the answer here. Yan, 10, 9 positive 10, positive 9, and so on. Ibig sabihin, pwede natin ipalit dito ang 10 since nakalagay dito sa symbol na equal, at pwede natin ilagay positive 9 since ang nakalagay din dyan is less than. As you can see, so ibig sabihin, pwede tayong maggumamit ng numbers na mas maliit pa sa 10 until 1. Ayan, until positive 1. And we can also use negative 10 or negative 9. Since if we're going to put 10 here or negative 10, ang labas niya ay natural 10. And if you're going to write negative 9 here, ang kinalabasan niya is less than 10 pa rin. But of course, that will become natural numbers. And as you can see, we have 3 dots here that is, ibig sabihin, we can add numbers until negative. Yan, less than 10. And the last one, we have n greater than or equal to 3. N is greater than or equal to 3. Ano yung ipapalit natin sa n to make it greater than and equal to 3? Of course, we're going to use 3 kasi since it is equal. And we can also use 4, positive 3, positive 4, and so on. Infinite na siya. Lahat ng numbers na bigger than 4. And we have here, ayan. We can also write the negative 3 and the negative 4. And so on. Numbers greater than 3. That is how we're going to find the value of n. Lagi siyang may positive at negative since ang hinahanap natin ay absolute value of a number. Positive absolute value of a number and negative absolute value of the number is the same since we're looking for the natural numbers. And the last one, I'm going to teach you how to make a number line. This is how we're going to do. First, you draw a line with the arrowheads dito sa bawat dulo at hanapin nyo yung kanyang pinaka-center ng line. Then, on the center, you make divisions gamit ang mga markings na to, maliliit na lines, paglagyan natin ng mga numbers. Make sure na ang mga markings na yan ay pare-pareho ang distance from each other para maging perfect ang iyong number line. And then, if your lines are ready, the markings and also the dot here sa gitna, dahil isa yan sa pinaka-importante, and we will going to start writing numbers. And of course, we are going to start with the origin, the starting point, the 0. Next, we're going to write the next number after 0. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin ay kukuha tayo ng ibang numbers aside from 1 since panay natin gamitin yung 1. This time, we're going to use another counts. Kasi maliban sa 1, count of 1, pwede tayong gumamit ng count of 2 or count of 3, 4 or 5. This time, we're going to use the count of 3. So, we have the first number after 0 is the count of 3, that is 3. Positive 3. Kung may positive 3 sa right, of course, pero tayong negative 3. And, what will be the next number on the count of 3? That is 6. If we have positive 6 on the right, we have negative 6 on the left. And what is the count of 3 next to 6? That is 9. We have positive 9. And of course, we have negative 9 on the left. Another count of 3 para mabuo natin yung ating number line. That is 12, positive 12, and we have negative 12 on the left. And the next one is positive 15, and we have negative 15 on the left. Count of 3 lang. And we have 18 on the right, positive 18 on the right, and negative 18 on the left. That is how we're going to make our number line. So, it's up to you kung gaanong counts ang gusto mo. Basta, as the numbers goes farther or lumalayo siya sa 0, siya ay mas lumalaki. And of course, we can extend. Pwede mo pang pahabain ang iyong number line as long as you want. Pwede ka pa magdagdag ng numbers kung gusto mo pa. Yan. And also, hindi lang sa right, pwede din siya mag-extend on the left. As long as gusto mo magdagdag ng numbers or pahabain ang iyong number line. Basta kailangan, ayan, nakalagay. In constructing a number line, make sure the distance between the numbers are equal. So, ibig sabihin, ang distance ng bawat numbers ay dapat pareho. Pare-pareho silang lahat, ang distance niya from the number and the next number. And the number should be the same intervals. At sabi daw, kailangan with the same intervals. Tulad nito, we start with a count of 3. Ang sumunod ay count of 3 pa din. So, dapat pareho ang interval niya. Hindi pwedeng nag-start tayo ng 1 at ang susunod na number ay 3. Hindi pwede yun. It should be on the same intervals. Okay? So, that's it. And that's the end of our Module 3. See you on our next lesson, which is the Module 4 for Quarter 1.